talk about for 2 years, but still, what do you think is the challenge? You know, the key challenge.
The challenge is efficiency of in the distance and regulatory standards and energy. How much energy you can send, the size of transmitter, the cost of transmitter, cost of receiver, on and on.
I suppose even Bluetooth charging was something was talked about a year back or something, and eventually it suppose is also in the research.
Well, anything wireless is always more challenging, right? Because there are reliability issues, there are regulatory issues, right? There are cost issues. And then you have to significantly improve the experience over wire. By going to wireless, if I can provide 100 watts to something, but by going wirelessly I can only provide 10 watts, it's not a good replacement for the technology that we have. So you have to do significantly.
What do you think is the prospect of multi-core?
I mean, there's nothing fundamental about not having multi-core, because not all cores are made equal. Right? So it all depends on what is the application environment, how are you going to benefit. So the Atom boxes that are coming out, they already have 2 Atom cores. So multi-core to some extent is coming. Right?
So I suppose you've seen the death of AGP, and PCIe is going to 3.0 soon. It's going in 3.0 phase. So do you think AGP could have survived, or was there any technical?
AGP couldn't have survived anymore because it was a parallel bus. It was using source synchronous clocking, and as you went faster and faster, the setup time and the hold time requirements became more stringent. It becomes cost prohibitive to sort of go faster. There were other attempts made. In my lab, we tried this out, and I was convinced that extending it one more time was a lot more expensive than gutting some of the things and going with PCI Express. And that's what we ended up doing. And in early 2000, I said that once we start with PCI Express, we'll scale it for 10 years. Now we are approaching that point. We're able to scale up to 10 years. And the question is now, how far can you go with copper, or do you have to go to optical?
Which is why many motherboard manufacturers are adding two hours of copper in their main board just to optimize and make it more stable for higher performance.
You told us where you got the idea for the USB because of music problem.
Yeah, multimedia cards.
What was the biggest challenge in actually getting it done?
Just getting people to believe that this can be done. Why do we need it? They said, I really need 3 mice and 2 keyboards. Because the legacy was the biggest thing. At that time we were running DOS operating system in a DOS environment. To create something new, it was almost impossible. Because the device will not work with a whole bunch of applications. But we were smart. We came up with an emulation mode that allowed USB to work under DOS, and DOS didn't know. And it worked. It worked, and to this day, it works. So when you turn on the machine, the first thing that happens, while even the BIOS is booting, you have to say escape or F2. That is the mode that works. And we came up with it in a month.
Okay, my last question. Why didn't Intel use you in the Rockstar ad? I'm sure you've been asked.
I've heard 2 versions of this.
I'll give you a version. These ads are usually done with actors. Right? You saw my few attempt at.
There's another one with
on Conan, but these things are done with actors. And now I understand why it should be done with actors, because acting is too hard. It is best left to professionals. I tried to do it, and I think I did a miserable job. But it was all in fun, good fun.